What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into this episode of EnglishTurks, where I review your favorite Turkish series with and without English subtitles. And today it's time for our weekly update. Okay guys, so I know that my weekly update is a week late, but I've been posting a lot of the podcasts on YouTube, and so hopefully you guys have been checking those out. But today I wanted to do the weekly update. I won't do it on Sen Çal Kapimi because it aired today, and so I'll do it on the last episode that aired if I can remember what happened. Alright, so let's start off with Dogdugun Ev Kaderindir that aired last week. Yeah, that aired last week. So they went to the wedding, and I'll just do both of them, both because I watched this week's episode also. They all went to the wedding. Mehdi shows up, dances with Zeynep, and OMG, so she went off somewhere and followed her, and then he started making out with her. And let me tell you something, Ibrahim Çakal knows how to kiss a female. He knows how to kiss a girl. I kissed a girl and I liked it. But yeah, he did an amazing job. And Zeynep, she was trying to hold back from Mehdi when he was kissing her, but she accepted that second kiss, because you see, he kissed her, he took a breath, and then kissed her again. OMG, she was waiting on that. So anyway, in the last episode, he actually ends up in the hospital because of Burkan, but oh my gosh, can you imagine? She ended up staying at the hospital with him, which her Neriman mom didn't like. Sakine, of course, loved. Sakine saw them kissing, so Sakine loved that, and we just know it's not going to end very well. So he's followed Zeynep, who went to meet up with Barış for work-related things, but at the same time, he's still jealous, which I can kind of understand, because she's like always hanging around Barış now, even though that's just her boss. And so it kind of makes Mehdi feel some type of way. And then to top it off, I saw the fragment, and Barış Bey touched Zeynep's hand like he was comforting her, and she was looking at his hand like, what are you doing, dude? And at the same time, they pull up and see Mehdi at her house because the dad's at the house, and oh my gosh, it's just crazy. I can't wait to watch the next episode, but I did do podcasts for both. I posted one online and I posted one on the podcast channel, so you could check out both of them. And the next show that I watched was Sen Çal Kapimi, and of course I did my ranting on that one in my podcast, but I'll just say that I just didn't like that Ida was continuously running away from Serkan. After all this time, she's been asking him, what's the issue? What's the issue? When he finally wants to tell her what the issue is, she's running away. That's so annoying. Another thing that I noticed in this episode was I definitely now think that it's the grandma. I don't know, maybe you guys have watched it already, but I definitely think it's the grandma that is that sent Efe over there to the company to intervene and find out if Serkan's family was really responsible for the death of her son, which would have been Ada's dad. And so if that's the case, I heard that the guy playing Efe is actually going to be leaving the show. So if that's the case, then that means that she's going to be coming into the show. And I don't know so far who's going to be playing her grandma. You guys probably know. Let me know who it is. And also, side note, the guy who was playing Khan is now going to be playing in this other series. I'll put a picture up because I can't say the name. I heard that he's going to be entering into that series, which I'm also watching. I just don't post reviews about it because it's just my special watch. So that's exciting as well. The next show was Menajerimi Ara, and even though we all know that Ashin is sick, the person that played Dizi, well, now she's healthy, but at the time she was sick, and so she was going to be away. She still was able to be in that episode, and it was really good, I think, but sadly she did get fired, and I don't think Badish or Emir know that she got fired, but at the same time, she told Badish off, and my heart was hurting for him, I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of what she said was true. He's like being greedy right now and just being selfish. He didn't know her name before, and if he really did love her, he would not have been with Beren. I'm just saying. So I kind of agree with her, but at the same time, I don't know, are you team Emir or are you team Badish? I'm still team Badish, even though I really like Emir and I don't want him to end up being a bad guy. So hopefully, I mean, if it wasn't for him just spilling the beans that it was all about Dijale, which he has to be honest, I guess, but if it wasn't for that, she probably still would be working. I don't know, but Beren is just crazy, guys. I don't know what to say. Beren is gone off the loop. God bless her. Let's go to the next show, which is Saffron Kizzy. So one thing that I said in my podcast that I'm gonna note here in this weekly update is that if this man, which I've already watched the second fragment for the next episode, and it looks like he believes that she's still pregnant, I am going to be really upset. Because how can you believe the girl's still pregnant? You have to take her to the hospital, but so far I've seen that he saw her and then he said something and he ran after Nade, so I don't know who's taking her to the hospital or taking care of her, but it looks like the voodoo hoodoo is not working so far, because if it was, he would have been more concerned about her and not about Nade, because it really looks like they're arguing right in front of Menagere's house. So if he believes that Menage is really pregnant and everything wasn't told right then and there, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Because I think the only thing that could have happened is Jaylan saw him pull up, ran and told them, and they hid what's his name's body, Loki's body. They hid Loki's body, and then they hid the doctor. But like, you know, why would you just leave them there? Why would Sanjar leave them there like that? Like, he needs to do something, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens in the next episode for that one. The next one that I want to talk about is Mansumlar Apartmani, guys. That show is just amazing. It lives on amazing chills. I love that show. And so this girl, man, she is an amazing actress. I say it every week and I am not wrong. She's Gulben is killing it right now, and she went over to this man's house and she was so like brave. She wasn't even scared. She was like brave in thinking that they actually like each other, and she refused to believe anything else. But it's more and more we see that NJ is having an influence over his family, so that's gonna work itself out. We're gonna see how that goes, and I don't know what they're gonna do about this thing. What is Assad going to do? It's just crazy. It's crazy. But also Safi spent the whole episode, you know, peeking out the window because her man is in town, guys. He came back, he showed up to her door, and we're gonna see what happens in the next episode, because he was at her door, literally at her door. But yeah, that's super exciting. And then the next show I want to talk about is Soulyanem, which literally just started airing. It has one of my favorite actresses in it, and so far the first episode for Soulyanem was, you know, it was okay. I think it needs more. It's not like the first episode of Sen Çal Kapimi or the first episode of, you know, I'm waiting for that wow factor, but I was able to continue watching it. It didn't have very good reviews. Some people were saying that it was boring. Some people were saying that she didn't have really good facial expressions. But guys, I'm gonna give this a chance. I'm gonna keep watching and give it a chance. I think you guys should give it a chance too. And I think that's all the Dizzies that I've watched this week. I haven't caught up with Çocuklık yet, and I should have done it this Thanksgiving weekend. So if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm thankful for you guys, and I'm thankful for Turkish Dizzies. But until next time, don't forget to click that like button to help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you like the videos that you see on this channel, click that subscribe button. You'll definitely help this channel out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.